Hello everybody, it's Mick from Just the Bushcraft, and we're back inside the workshop today. I'm working on a little project on this, my camera tripod, and you may have seen this on a previous video where I had this mounted to the front of my inflatable kayak. And it was secured into the webbing and the strapping on the front of the kayak, and when I was sat in the kayak I had the camera pointing forward, and then every now and again I would swivel it round so it's facing backwards or facing me as I'm paddling. But it was a bit of a pain in the neck having to move it round. I had to use my paddle to sort of knock it so it was in the right position. And it was great when it was facing me, but when I tried to get it back the other way it was a bit more difficult. I had to put the paddle down, shuffle to the front of the boat and move it again. So what I want to do is I want to come up with some kind of mechanism that's simple to operate, which allows me to move this from the seating position of my canoe, and that's what I'm going to work on today. Right, I've just knocked this up quickly, just using some bungee cord, and what I've done is I've drilled a hole through the stem of the camera tripod. I've just temporarily secured that onto there, through there and back onto there, and that's it. And basically you give that a turn like that, and that's the camera facing that way now. And if I just let go of that, you can see it turns on its own. So that facing forwards, I'm going to attach some paracord to this handle, which will run down to a tie-off point level with the cockpit in the kayak, and then I can just release that paracord and it will allow the camera to swivel around like that. And then I can pull it back the other way and then tie it off again. And I can lock this ring off here. I can do it with one hand and it will stay where it is, but obviously I won't be able to do that. That's the whole, oh, you can see it starting to move there. That's the whole idea of being able to operate it from the cockpit. But if needs be, I can lock it off. And then just undoing that, I could either do a slow pan with that, couldn't I? Or a quicker pan. That seems to work alright. What I will do is I'll drill some holes through here and I'll take the cord through and tie it off. I'll put a knot in there so that I can still operate these legs without this coming loose. Yeah, that seems alright. Let's try it with the camera on. Okay, that's camera facing forwards. I'm just going to release the lock-in collar, and you can see it starting to pan round there. Still going, still going. I'm not touching now, I'm completely over here, look. That's still moving, still operating, still going that way. Go on, go on. Just need to loosen that collar off a bit. And you can see it going all the way around. I'm nowhere near the camera now. I'm still over here, still working. And back to the start again. There we go. But obviously I will be operating that using the paracord attached to the handle. So initial tests seem okay. Right, okay. What I've done now is I've threaded the bungee cord, drilled another hole through this leg here, thread the bungee cord through, put a little wooden bead, tied the knot off. Done the same at that side. Now obviously this section of the leg can't go inside there, but I never have it that sort. I never put it up there anyway, because what I tend to do, this can still be folded up. I tend to use it like that as an extended arm with the camera pointing towards me, so I never really put them sections of the leg away, so that's not a problem for me. And that can now be, this section can be raised and lowered, obviously just down to where the bungee cord is, so I've still got that extension there, so that's fine. But now I can just give that a wind. I think I went around twice before. I can do it wherever I want really. Still got plenty of play on it, like that. Then that's set to go now. I just need to attach something to this to operate it. Then that'll just go then. I've got the locking nut just tightened. And you can see, operates on its own. Perfect. Right, I just need to attach something onto here now. Okay, final modification. I've decided to put a loop on there, because I realised if I had the paracord on there right the way back to the cockpit, I've got all that paracord, and if I just want to be using this as a normal tripod, it would be getting in the way. So I've just put that little loop on. I can still operate this tripod just as a tripod, but when it's on the front of the canoe, I can just have my paracord running back to the cockpit with a little carabiner on. Not this carabiner because it's bust, but just for demonstration purposes, that'll just clip on there like that, and then that'll run back to the cockpit. And then obviously with that under tension, I can then pull that so it spins round to the direction I want the camera pointing, or I can release it to make it spin back the other way, and then I'll just have a locking off point near the cockpit where I'll just tie this off. I might even, you know, once I'm in the canoe, just measure it properly, and I might be able to put another loop at that end with another clip, and I can just clip straight onto a clip off point near the cockpit, so it's nice and neat and tidy. So there you go, there's my DIY self-rotating camera tripod whilst in my kayak. So next time you see this in this configuration, it won't be in the helicopter flying over, it'll be in my kayak, so look out for that one. Okay, hope you enjoyed that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.